Good afternoon, everybody. 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock here in California, 1 o'clock in Hawaii. Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Great seeing everybody this past weekend in Florida. Thanks so much. What I wanted to do was share with you what has been generated as a result of the business plan on how to get into the doctors. What Dr. Kathy and I thought would be, how can we put this on like a whiteboard presentation so everybody can see physically how this works, and then adopt this to any industry where you have a business owner who has leverage. And I'll explain all that in a minute. But the doctor's office model specifically has an objective. And this is key. It's critical to add no additional workload to the managing physician, right? But we want to show them that there's a newfound revenue stream that they can enjoy by enlisting employees that they're already paying anyway, and that those employees will assist these new physicians, or excuse me, these managing physicians with this new creation of revenue that will help offset the cost that today we know insurance companies are paying out less. Fact. We know that the cost of practice continually rise. And this has been very frustrating for doctors because they got into this, believe it or not for the money. They got into it to actually help people. And why that's so hard to believe blows me away. But who else could possibly stand on their feet 100 hours a week and provide, be doing surgery on you, right? Unless they truly cared and wanted to make sure that they could do those types of things. Well, now what's happening is they're having to work even more to make what they once made, and there's just not enough time in the day for that to occur. So the patient care is no longer the primary focus, which is causing doctors to be so upset. And the fact that their expenses and lack of reimbursements combined have changed the environment is really distressing, causing a lot of medical practitioners, healthcare related professionals to seek out an exit strategy. And what do we offer? Our proven benefits of this business model implemented are as follows, and these are proven. Provide revenue monthly from patients that may not even return each and every month. It allows a leveraged income where the employees that are already being paid a salary to be there must assist the practice in blowing this open for the managing physician. And there's huge benefits for them if they do, and I'll explain that. It allows you, the doctor, to make revenue off of colleagues that have their own patient lists. And where else, guys, think about this. This is really cool. Where else could a doctor, let's say a plastic surgeon, make money off other plastic surgeons' client lists? Never, right? It can offset current expenses, and the biggest one that I find is the best entry statement is, if we can help offset your malpractice insurance premiums, would that be of interest? By adding no additional workload to you, would you be interested in hearing more? And what if I was to say to a physician, if I could show you a way that would allow your employees to repay you their salary, would you like to hear more? Because ultimately, this is going to offer the time freedom and or an exit strategy if desired as a definite possibility, as opposed to the current environment, which is very bleak and very disappointing and depressing for physicians. So how do we do this? Guys, here it is. You have the managing physician up top. You have him identify the 6 board of directors, the 6 people in his business, and I'm going to explain to you each and every one of those positions. But the managing physician's responsibilities are very limited, and here we go. We need them to help us leverage those employees to participate, instilling in those employees how important this is for the practice. And it can be something as simple as this. The managing physician could be saying, guys, having an employee meeting, that the insurance companies are paying us less and our costs to practice are continually rising. I need your help. I need your help. How powerful is that from a doctor to his employees? The doctor must refer all of the patients that could benefit from this product to the office manager. The physician's also going to identify colleagues, his competition, that could be introduced this business opportunity and new revenue stream income by the physician's sponsor. So again, we're not taking on responsibility as the managing physician. We can ask the managing physician to speak at meetings when needed to put that added level of credibility behind this proven product. And then make clear to the office manager that you need them to do this correctly, the doctor this is, to make it clear to the office manager that I need you to do this correctly and follow Mike's lead on every aspect Mike has. Can you do that for me? So now the office manager says yes. And as an employee of the practice is charged with the following responsibilities. Because now they got responsibilities. This is where the leverage, and I got to tell you guys, the doctors will not bat an eye at leveraging their current employees that they're paying a salary to. They won't hesitate. Okay, so here's what their responsibilities are. Securing the signups, getting all of the applications in print, any and all product purchases, right, of the managing physician's referrals. Enforces, this is good, enforces on behalf of the managing physician as the office manager and assists with all training, meetings, strategies of the other 5 lateral frontline IREPs. Okay? He or she is going to be the pit boss for the managing physician. Works directly with the managing physician's sponsor. So I would be working with, in this case, Gloria, as I did with Dorothy. The benefits to the office manager look like this as a result. 33% of all of the managing physician's referrals are their personally sponsored IREPs to build their team for the office manager. The doctor's credibility becomes that of the office manager in sharing it outside the practice, right? Because if the office manager goes out and talks to friends and family and says, oh my gosh, my physician, my boss is deeply behind this. That's credibility delivered. And then what we're going to do is, let's say the doctor has 100 referrals for the week. Well, we know that 33 of them are going under the office manager. What's going to happen with the other 67%? Those are going to be split evenly under the other 5, which are maybe an office RN or a PA. And what's the responsibilities of that person who also has been told by the managing physician that I need your help. I need you to do this. See where the leverage is? Assist the office manager to ensure training, meetings, etc. are shared and enforced. Discuss and share with the other RNs that they know, that she knows, he knows, and their friends and family to populate their own front line, right? Maybe it's another competitive office where another RN is working, right? And maybe that RN brings it to that managing physician. You see how this works? Offer training and support to any and all on their team via doctors, sponsors, teachings. So I'm going to be teaching the office manager and the office RN, and that office RN is going to support and duplicate my efforts, as is the office manager. Both of them enforcing it laterally between the two. What's the benefits? A long-term sustainable business to supplement income and generate retirement income. Maybe they want to pay off student loans, right? 20% of the remaining 67%, or 1/5 of that remaining 67 of 100 referrals by the managing physician. Remember, 33 went under the office manager. Where did the others go? Right? Well, 1/5 of the 67. Okay, which what is that? That would be 1/5 would be about 3.5. Okay, I'm going to go under the. Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Forgive me. That would be 13.5. Excuse me. 14 people would go under the office RN, as long as they're doing these things, the responsibilities. And the long-term sustainable business that will supplement income or generate retirement income is the gift to that office RN. Because we know that they're going to go out and talk to friends and family as well. And the office manager with the office RN are going to partner up and deliver info to patients, friends, and family together and become a force, because the managing physician told them that she or he needs their help, and they will do it. So now what else has happened? Now we got a junior physician in the practice. We're going to put a little bit more leverage on the junior physician, right? Because he's an employee, she's an employee of the managing physician. just like everybody else. But we're going to have them identify 6 colleagues and competitors to build their front line, right? Or a combination as what we're showing here. Right? Plug patients into referral system via office manager of the front office staff. Okay, so now let's say that there's another person working in the office. We make that person the junior physician's office manager with the same officer manager responsibilities as the managing physicians. Do you see where I'm going with this? So now that junior physician may have, 1,000 patients of their own. And as they're populating their own referrals to their front office person, who's getting 33% of those referrals, right? And then split up over that lateral front line. That physician is going to participate in trainings, meetings, calls, etc. when possible. You notice it's when possible, but we're going to ask them to be involved because the managing physician asked for their help. Understanding that this is essential ultimately. That person's also going to offer medical credibility at meetings and trainings and presentations by simply being present. So what's the benefits here? Another 1/5 of those 67 from the managing physician, or 14 roughly, are going to go under that junior physician. Okay? As long as the junior physician is engaged as above. So now every doctor has a family member, a sibling, a child that they want to help them with their income without giving it to them, right? So now we're going to get in front of that family member and say, hey, your mother said, as the managing physician of this practice, that she's going to help you. And there's no other way possible in God's good earth that she could help you with her patients being part of your team outside of this industry. So we need you to participate in every single training, meeting, event ever. Calls, webinars, it doesn't matter. You need to be involved because your parent is going to put people under you that are going to cause you to have a nice income. They've got to be motivated financially. Needing the income is certainly going to drive this home. They must support the office manager in getting the remaining lateral positions and teams to meetings and trainings. My mother said, you need to be there, right? That's leverage. They must engage in the business building efforts offered by the sponsor of the managing physician. Now, the benefits for that family member is they're going to get 14 of those remaining referrals. The credibility of their parent, right? Don't they have leverage? I know if it's my daughter and she needs me to do something, I'm going to pretty much stop doing whatever I'm doing and do it. Right? It doesn't matter if I have an MD or anything after my name, right? Ongoing support and potential colleague referrals to family via the managing physician. So let's say that the managing physician says, I got 4 of my golf buddies. I'm going to put them under my family member. Or maybe I've got a couple of additional colleagues that are competition that I can also stack their line with. Okay, so now we add the colleague or the competitor. And again, how else could a physician make money off of his competition's patient list except in this business model? Someone that she or he respects. Large patient list is who we want the managing physician to identify, and has the office staff as pictured throughout above in that new prospect's business. It's a seamless revenue stream, adding no additional workload to the managing physician, which is the colleague / competition of our managing physician. Offset overhead of the practice, malpractice insurance premiums, student loans, etc. All that is true. But now, let's say we've got a managing physician that has 15 front lines. 9 of them are colleagues and competition. And all of them combined have a 25 to 30,000 patient list. Whenever could anybody ever make money at that level ever from competition ever in this industry? And all of this is supported by the upline, starting at the managing physician sponsor and the office manager, every single bit of it. And then we throw a friend in there. Okay, and you guys can read the rest of this. You get it. You understand it, right? But what I want you to understand is change this around for the industries. What if this was a restaurant owner that had a general manager and an AM manager and a PM manager? And maybe they had a head waitress or a head waiter. right? Or executive chef, right? And we start doing it in that industry. What about we do salon owner, nail station, one business center, right? Chances are they have an office manager that schedules and does everything, right? Then they can have stylists, estheticians, makeup artists, right? So it doesn't matter what industry. This is to show you the hardest of industries to get into that are the most fruitful once we do get in there with a solid plan that's already proven and works. So how do we do it? You get out of your own way. You recognize that what we have being now just Suru 2.0, the training and support that you have, that you've gotten, that you now need to put it into play. And you don't need to put it into play alone. You need to ask for our help. At every turn, ask for help, and eventually over time, your teams will be asking you for that help, and you'll be ready to step into that position. Okay, guys, what I'd like to do is, I don't know, Dr. Kathy, if you're able to speak, but I want you to validate this model. So let me promote you up.
Hi. I hope you all can hear me. Yes, I am not on the landline. I am on Wi-Fi, so I hope you can hear. But I sat and Mike and I discussed this at length, and this is a model that I endorse, and it's real. Everything that he's talking about is real. I just read articles every day about doctors bailing. Doctors can't keep their offices going, so they're becoming employees of big conglomerates. And people everywhere, including doctors, are looking for relief. And that's what we have to offer them with Liquid BioCell, financial relief and secondarily physical relief. So this is definitely a viable business plan. It makes a lot of sense. And the little talking point that really captures the doctor's attention is that we say to them, we have a viable additional revenue stream for your existing practice that offers no additional work for the clinician, but leverages your staff and engages them so that it's a win-win for everybody. So you have to impress upon them that this is no extra work for the clinician, because doctors are already busy and they want to spend more time with their patients and can't. And they're doing a lot of paperwork, a lot of extra work to actually get paid for what they do, and they don't need another job. So it's important to point out that this is not another job for them. This is an opportunity. So with that, I thank you for including me tonight, Mike.
Great, Dr. Kathy. Thank you so much. And folks, plug and play this. Play with it. Okay, understand it. You know, and logically understand each aspect of it.